Let's go to another audience question. Let's go over here. Hi. I love this question. I just want to say first off that I have a shirt that you wore in season 3, the polka dot one. It's like orange with the black polka dots. I was like, I own that shirt. And I felt so good. And then I took a picture of it and tweeted it, and I felt like a creep. So anyways, it's cool. We're twins now. And you have to say that shirt.
That one.
Yeah, good. Okay.
The wardrobe person was amazing this year. So good. Like Danny's new vampire wardrobe is like so good, but also
like really hot.
Everything that Maddie wears, like. I mean, also Sophia Walker could wear like a garbage bag and look fantastic, but she just gets the most like glamorous, like vintage, like I'm like, cool, I'm here to button up. You look great, nice for you, thanks, bye.
Do you like my owl sweater?
Yeah, it's really difficult to choose just one favorite thing this season because each character has some pretty iconic pieces. Like I have to say, Maddie, also the Dean, Laugh has some really incredible pieces as well. Lest we forget, you shall see. Carmilla has some really fantastic jewelry this year, though, that I'm very excited about. Then I got to keep. Maybe I just took it. I don't know. And she has some really awesome studded boots as well that I really like. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, I cannot give anything away. So, but you will know. I mean, there's one outfit, appears towards the end. I spent a good amount of time in it, and you'll know it to see it. But it was pretty cool.
My favorite outfit from last season was the one that Annie wore at the end. It's like that coat with the dangly bits at the button, like buttons up the front. Yeah, that was like so badass.
Well, actually, my favorite outfit from the whole season, if you want to track back to season 1, would be Perry's rodeo clown getup. That shit will go down in history.
My outfit of the season that I love, I can't tell you about, but when you see it, you'll be like, because that's what my face when I put it on. Yeah. My favorite piece is my season 1 boots came back, my vests came back, and I got to wear goggles, which I really liked.
You know, like the feeling that you see on TV when someone puts on their wedding dress and all their friends are like, you're so beautiful, and you kind of burst into tears, or when you see someone like wearing the clothes that they were sort of born to wear and you well up because you see them. That's how I felt when I saw Kate in their best outfit. Like you walked down in that outfit and I was like, Kaitlyn, you look so beautiful. You were born to wear that outfit. I took like 9 pictures of you. And then everyone was like, Nicole, you cannot post those on social media. I was like, I know. I just want to own them. My outfit this year, Mel had awesome clothes last year. A lot of them were kind of darker colors, so I don't know how much of the detail you could see, but I loved my whole wardrobe last season. This season, I'm dressed in a very dirty, some very dirty dirt. And then there was some dirt. So that was not my favorite. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Dirty, rocked it dirty. People would be like hugging me at the end when everyone's like, hug, hug, hug. I was like, I don't want to get your costumes dirty because they're vintage. So I'll just take some pictures. I got good pictures that I'll show you later.
Yeah, probably my favorite part of wardrobe for Danny for season 3 was we had some like cool leather harness thing that I wore on a couple of my outfits. I mean, we talked about, maybe a collar or two. I thought that would have been great, but sadly that didn't happen. But there was still some great leather accessories.
I don't know. I mean, the first thing that came to mind was actually the polka dot top that when you asked that question. So
nice.
That's my
nice.
favorite. Oh, when Theo kills Danny.
Just doubling down on that today.
Naked one.
Yeah, naked one. Naked one was my favorite one. That was a good one. That was very interesting.
Very organic.
Yeah, very organic costume. That was my favorite.
Natural.
No, I don't know, but I saw when I came to hang out on set for a day, on a day I wasn't shooting, and wow, man, Maddie's costumes are just beautiful.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to talk a little bit about Sophia Walker as Maddie, because she's incredible. Yes. And I was bummed out when I thought we maybe weren't going to see any more of her on the show, but we are, because unkillable. Natasha, I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit about how Carmilla's relationship with her sister develops next season.
What can I say without giving too much away? I can tell you that Carmilla is just as excited that Maddie is back as I am excited that Sophia, or I was, I'm still excited that Sophia was back. Maddie's gone through quite a lot as well. So she has an interesting transition. I mean, she did come back from the dead, which has its consequences. So I think they have some struggle navigating that. But yeah, you definitely, especially towards the end of the season, you'll see there's just such a great love between them, but they also kind of come to this like impasse. Like, I don't know, they sort of, they don't always see eye to eye, but there's definitely such a deep-rooted love there, which is hopefully comes across, because they've been family for hundreds of years. So, yeah.
Awesome.
It's a
I'm
very
excited to
cool
see more.
relationship. Yeah, working with her is such a gift. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks. All right, let's do another audience question. Yeah, over here. Hi.
I don't know if you've noticed this about season 2, but everyone that died came back to life.
Yeah, just leave that.
Yeah. I think the cool thing about Carmilla is that it treats all the characters with such deep respect, and that they're all such like well fleshed out characters that that when bad things happen to them, it's because bad things happen to characters and not because the queer characters are getting punished. And I think that's really awesome. Like, let's give a big round of applause for all the queer representation in Carmilla. It's really cool. And so important, because you don't see a lot of it on TV these days. Actually, I kind of want to see if we can go down the line, and you guys must have some awesome fan stories about people who have expressed to you, like gratitude or their own stories. What are some of your favorite fan moments dealing with cream puffs over the past few years?
Oh, I've got one that comes to mind right away. I mean, all of them are amazing. I just think it's these are my favorite things, just seeing your faces and feeling your energy, because it's one thing when everything's digital and you see kind of like numbers and follower counts go up, but it's totally a magical thing to actually sit in a room with you. And when I was in New York at the U/K pop-up shop, I had just a really special moment. There were so many parents who were thanking us, and I thought that was really fantastic, just to see how supportive they were of their children, and they were thanking us for providing representation, and they were like, thank you for making my child not feel like they're a freak. And I was like, of course. And it was just so touching that they were there with their kids. And one of my fanboys, who was one of the youngest people in the States to have top surgery, and it was their 15th birthday, and I bawled, like I just started crying, like I couldn't handle it, and it was amazing, and they're really dear to me. So yeah, it's always fresh, and it's always exciting, and it's always just so overwhelming, and it never gets old every time. So thanks, guys. Yeah.
Does anybody else have a moment they want to share?
Yeah, I agree that seeing families come to events is always really important to me, because it's not so much like an enclosed community anymore. It's broadening outside and seeing parents that are supportive. and watching things with their kids is like it's awesome, really great.
And Natasha, that was
Speaking
part
of parents,
No. Go for it.
Mine are here.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I said I wouldn't do that.
I was gonna say, Natasha, you were at the You Buy Kotex pop-up shop as part of the new work you're doing hosting for kind of TV. Can you talk a little bit about what you've been doing for the channel?
Yeah. Well, I was
Yeah.
there with Elise as well. It was a Carmilla event, but I did vlog a little bit with the team. Yeah. Sorry, what was the question?
I was curious if you could tell us about your vlogging and some of the hosting you've been doing for the channel.
Yeah, I can say that before Carmilla, I thought that Tumblr was just for porn and YouTube was just for cat videos. I didn't know there was this incredible community. So it's been such a wonderful learning experience and such a wacky experiment. And I really appreciate everyone who's been following along on the ride for me, because it's new and scary for me as well. I was an actor. I play characters, so to have to play myself is really bizarre. But the great thing about KindaTV is that I get to work as part of a team, and it's given me such a newfound respect for YouTubers like Kaitlyn, who do everything on their own, because all I got to do is stand in front of a blue screen and talk about things. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, YouTubers really hustle, and so it's interesting. And like, I'll be the first to admit that I had no idea like how much work goes into it. And it's also given me a great appreciation for production, because getting to see the production side of Carmilla as well, and how it truly takes a village. Like, there are a lot of behind-the-scenes things that people don't realize happen. Even actors don't notice happen sometimes. And it's just crazy the amount of time and commitment and people go into making this little web series that could. So yeah, it's been such a treat. Thanks for watching it and just watching me like flail around as I pretend to know what I'm doing. It's great.
And Kaitlyn, you've been part of a new project called Couple-ish, where you talk about
Whoa!
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, created that thing and then put it online, and then that was a thing that's there. Working on it. We just put together some test footage for pitching season 2, and it is a spicy. That's all I can say.
Okay, I love it. Nicole, you've been working behind the camera a little bit too recently, I heard.
Yeah, I direct as well as act and host stuff, and so I had a great job on a show. Thanks. Called Inside Between. There's like a teen drama called Between that you might know, and Mercedes Morris from Couple-ish is one of the actors on Between, and they did an after show. So I got hired to direct the after show, and then just before we went to camera, like a few days before we went to air, one of our hosts, whatever happened, it didn't work out for the contract, so they were suddenly like, they needed 2 hosts for the show and they only had 1. And then they were like, oh, Nicole, you host, get in there. I was like, but I wanted to direct. And they were like, you can still direct. So I ended up hosting like the first half of the show and then directing the back half of the show. So I would like hosting interviews, and then I would like literally like kick my high heels off and sprint into the control room and like grab the headset from somebody else and put it on, and then I'd be like the director for the rest of the show. So it was awesome. It was really hectic and fun. But it was great. Yeah, thanks.
Also, I would really like to quickly discuss your hand/ring bracelet situation. That's pretty great. Let's give that a round of applause. That's amazing.
I saw it in the store and I was like, oh, I have to have that. And it was attached to like a cardboard thing, and I put it on and I was like, oh yeah, I'm buying this for sure. And then I was like, oh no. Oh. So the cardboard thing made it really tight and I couldn't get it off. So I went to the cash and I was like, you got to scan this on me. Because I'm leaving with this on.
And it hasn't come off since. It's
Never
really
come off
gross.
since.
Yeah. Let's do another audience question. Yeah, over here. Hi. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I would bring Greta Gerwig because she's my wife and I love her.
Mia Kirshner, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, because I really looked up to her when I was growing up, and she plays a lot of queer characters, and she's Canadian, and I think it would just fit in really well. She was on the Vampire Diaries as well, so I think it'd be really neat if she was like even, related to Carmilla in some way, or yeah.
Saw her in a coffee shop with a dog once. And I flipped out. You told me, remember?
I thought you were gonna,
and I followed her. Followed her. No. Yeah, you told me, and I was like, what?
I'd want Leslie Jones on the show.
Oh my God,
She
it's
could be
like
a
Laugh's
summer.
mentor or something.
Make it happen.
Leslie Jones, I formally invite you to be a summer.
Yeah.
I think I would actually. I was gonna say. I mean, I had a great answer, but I think Leslie Jones is like is a greater answer. So I'm gonna go with Leslie Jones.
Yeah. Who was the other one? Who was the other one?
Now I feel bad because it's like I dissed her.
I think
I think Ellen Page would be really great. And I also love Shailene Woodley too. I think I just love the way she conducts herself and sort of what she stands for. I mean, there's a lot of limelight in what we do, but I think she's pretty past all the superficiality of things, and she's very much about being a person and about the existence that she has here. So I would love to work with her at some point, but I think Ellen Page would be really great. She's Canadian. She's very socially conscious about this sort of plot, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Mr. Robot. I don't know if anyone watches that. It's like maybe I'm probably butchering his name, but that young guy, Rami Malek, I think that's his name. Man, he's good. He could be like my smart guy, weirdo buddy friend, for JP. So, yeah, I don't know.
He can hack you out of the library somehow.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think maybe, I just want to name all of Brie Larson. I love Brie Larson. Michael Shannon, Michael Fassbender. Louis C.K. would be so fun. He could be my weird uncle. Or, Ellen Page would be good. I just want to work with everyone.
Oh, Michael
What about
Shannon.
for nostalgia purposes? How sick would it be if Bella Lugosi could roll in and do a little cameo on our little vampire show? That'd be pretty sick.
I feel like I would really enjoy seeing a Carmilla parody where every role is played by Tatiana Maslany.
Fantastic. We'll do a couple more audience questions. Yeah, hi.
I want to say, initially I wanted to play Laugh because that's who I auditioned for at first. But I will say I do not envy having to say those lines. So now, no, thank you. That is a lot of work. I'd say Mel's character. After you gave that description of how Mel is and how she thinks and why she does things, I'm like, Mel's pretty awesome. I'm like, shit, you sold me. That was a pitch, and I'm like, I want to be Mel. I want to be Mel. And I want Aaron to play my character. Just because that'd be great. Wouldn't it? Yeah.
That's funny you should say that, because I actually, when I watched season 1 of Carmilla, after when I had to audition for Mel, I watched half the season. I only had much time, and then I watched the rest of it after I was cast. And I was like, oh, I like Danny. Mel doesn't like Danny, but Nicole likes Danny. It's I'd play Danny. And then to play me, this is a bit of a frisky answer, but I think Spencer maybe would play Mel really well. He's athletic, he's kind of a badass. I feel like he could really nail it. So Spencer, I don't know, I have some hair extensions, we could talk.
I mean, I think it'd be really interesting. Sorry, did I just interrupt somebody?
I interrupted you.
No, I'd be actually really interested in playing Lap's character, because I think it's really interesting, the whole questions of gender and masculine, feminine, the whole what you represent and how you feel about things. Me being like an ethnic guy from South Africa, I've had my own perceptions of masculinity, and then I played my own gay roles too. So I think it'll be an interesting journey to go through playing Lap, just also because of what you represent in a very not represented enough way. I think last year Annie did a pretty funny impression of me. I think Nicole would be pretty funny because we look the same. Well, similar too. That's playing my character, and yeah, he's playing douchey guys is always really fun.
Oh, Annie, what do you think of just doing a little swapperoo? This little swapperoony. Like, I think that's what I'd like.
I could get into a little swap.
A little, yeah. What's happening? We're just switching out. I think everyone auditioned for Carmilla. Like, every woman in the cast. Is that true? No?
No.
I said every woman in the cast.
Good point.
Yeah. Originally auditioned for Carmilla. I only auditioned.
I auditioned for Carmilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. I auditioned for Carmilla, and I walked into the audition room with a backpack and a bike helmet, so I got cast as Laura. I think I would love to play Maddie. I think I'd love Matt O'Connor, who plays Kirsch, to play Laura.
Matt is actually such a lovely actor, and it's a shame that he's never able to come out to our events because he does so much theater. But he is completely different in person than his character, so like he could play anything. And yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a few minutes left on the panel. We got a bunch of questions from fans on Twitter, so we are going to go down the line and do some lightning round questions. Are you guys ready? Okay. So, first question. We'll start with Elise and we'll go down. And then I'm going to ask, Natasha, I'm going to ask you a different question. So don't worry, you don't have to prepare your answer. We're just going to go super fast. Okay. So, Laura/Elise, describe your character for season 3 in 5 words.
Grappling, passionate, scared, new, and
I gave you the hardest one, I'm sorry.
forthcoming.
Nice.
Growing. Expanding.
Natasha, what's your favorite book? Really? Yeah, I boned you on that one. I'm real sorry.
Oh, I never read, never. Cathedral, Raymond Carver.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good answer.
A fan just sent me an autographed copy anonymously. Thank you to whoever sent it to me. I don't know. I'd like to send you something back. That is all.
Nice.
I don't know who sent, but it was very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Annie, what's one thing you'll miss most about the Carmilla series? I know, real downer.
Oh my God. Absolutely the people on this team, production crew, and this cast is an absolute dream to work with. I think I try not to take it for granted while we're in production and filming, but stepping into other projects, it becomes so apparent to me how special this team is. So yeah, it's the people.
Awesome. Okay, let's bring this up a notch. Kaitlyn, what would Lap's theme song be?
Well, I made one for them a little bit once. It was called Make Room for Lap, but that's not a real song. So, Blinded by Science.
Ah, yeah. Amazing. Okay, who's next? We got Nicole next, right? All right. How did you feel on the first day of shooting season 3?
I was a bit nervous because we shot a bunch of stuff of mine all at once, so I had to kind of like really know my stuff because it went sort of quickly. And I was sad because I was like, oh, it's gonna be done soon. That's the saddest, worst thing. I was sad and scared. Small and sad and scared.
All right.
I'm okay now.
What is the first and last thing you do every day?
Me?
Yeah. That's what we got.
I eat 2 eggs every morning.
And night?
I think we do my morning first and then my night one. And every night before you go to bed. No. And before I go to bed, I put in my retainer. Yeah. That's great.
Amazing. Thank you. All right, Shannon, if you were an emoji, what emoji would you be?
The I don't know. the what? The poop? The poop. All right, the poop. The poop. The poop? All right.
I mean, yeah. Cool. We can get into that. That's fine. Okay, finally. Aaron.
Yep.
What Disney character best suits your personality?
Oh God. Who's Eric?
Oh my gosh, please.
You, is that guy like a psychopath? Are you like a maniac? You like?
He looks like every single prince.
Yeah. I like I don't know. Is Brave Little Toaster Disney?
We can work with Brave Little Toaster. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like that movie growing up. Maybe something with dinosaurs, Land Before Time or something. But best suit me? I don't know.
Clogsworth.
That's tough. Yeah, Foxworth.
All right, before we wrap up, we are going to start down with Aaron again, and I want each of you to say one word that you think best describes the final season of Carmilla.
Just jam-packed. There's a lot in there.
That's hyphenated. That counts.
Jam-packed.
Great.
All I can see is that orange wig. I'll say that color. Whatever.
Shannon.
Scary.
Special. Lit.
Release.
For you, maybe. Elise bought me some special tea. Anyway. It's the nicest thing you've ever done. Epic. Conclusive.
Amazing. Guys, can we give a huge round of applause to the cast of Carmilla? Amazing. Thank you guys so much. That was really fantastic. I also want to give a huge thank you to Smoke Bomb and to You by Kotex for their support of this show. Yeah. And today, You by Kotex is supplying special edition Carmilla tampon packs that each of you guys can get autographed by the cast right now, because starting right now, we are having the Carmilla autograph session. And don't forget to tune in for Carmilla Season 3 on September 15th. Thank you guys for being here. You are great. We love Cream Puffs.
Hello there, gentle viewers. It is I, the Cheshire Cat Tasha, telling you to subscribe.